Now I'm on my way, man. What more can I say? What more can I say, man? Now I'm on my way. Now I'm on my way, man. Now I'm on my way, man. It's 6:40. Now I'm on my way, man. What more can I say? What more can I say, man? Now I'm on my way. Now I'm on my way, man. Now I'm on my way. Lynched up with Orange Johnson, now it's all to the good. 6:40 evening show, man, it's all to the hood. Cornelius Green, that's the OG. He the one that got me plugged. So wait, Shio, man, my music like a drug. That's Scarlet and Gray, all that. Did I make somebody talk about they really wanna stand around? 6:40, did it get shorty? Did I make the mama talk about she wanna get down? You're presidential, you are residential. Why you look at me like you really want that? Whoa. If you know what I know, if you do what I know, you be looking like brother. Time for you to go. It's the bobbity boobity boobity bobbity ziggity zing ziggity zow. Zoozos and women and zoozos and people be looking like he's sitting down. The fire that I really admire. When I listen to the 46 or the 640, your honor, I'm a bomb like Sarah Connor. Do you even know what I am saying? There is a reason they call me Desperado, cause I am about to go Super Saiyan. I said I'm a bomb like Sarah Connor. Do you even know what I am saying? There is a reason they call me Desperado, cause I am about to go Super Saiyan. The 640. Now I'm on my way, man. What more can I say? What more can I say, man? Now I'm on my way. Now I'm on my way, man. Now I'm on my way, man. It's 6:40. Now I'm on my way, man. What more can I say? What more can I say, man? Now I'm on my way. Now I'm on my way, man. Now I'm on my way. I've been grinding all day, hustling all night. Get this music on these streets. I'm trying to do it. Alright, it's not alright to try, you gotta do. Listen to me, bro, you gotta act the fool. When you're flipping and flopping and there is no stopping, sometimes you gotta take her to school. Let me calm down, let me chill for a second, cause I'm wildin' out, if you know what I mean. Cause my flows is off of the top of the dome, it's like a drone that's going insane. To the membrane, like I was a separate to hill. Get 'em up, then I'll make another brother to go about this. Toronto, are you for real? I'm crazy, psycho, make you dance like Michael Jackson. When I'm rapping, it'll make you grab your rifle. So please tune in to 640, man. I'm the type of guy to take your shorty, and I'm Desperado. Nothing but love, man. I really do got nothing but love for you. Appreciate everything. This one's for y'all. Got you. Thank you. Here we go. The 640. Now I'm on my way, man. What more can I say? What more can I say, man? Now I'm on my way. Now I'm on my way, man. Now I'm on my way, man. It's 6:40. Now I'm on my way, man. What more can I say? What more can I say, man? Now I'm on my way. Now I'm on my way, man. Now I'm on my way, man.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? DJ 640. Surprise yourself, ninjas. I am in the building. Woo! Happy Thursday to you. Happy Thursday to everybody. Guest line up, what? Host line up, what? I'm here, you're there. We're going to get this thing started. We're going to try to have us a real good time. We got y'all here for 2 hours. That would be 120 minutes. You look at it that way. Don't go nowhere. Sweet 16. First of all, what do you mix with Patron? I got to figure that out. Sweet 16, take us to the top. Take it to the top, baby.
Hi, this is Destiny. You're now in tune to the 640 Evening Show, featuring my daddy, DJ 640. Hey!
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We're back. Thank you for joining me, man. I really do appreciate it. Let me get this thing started off top. Brenton, hip hop artist, he is not going to be in here today. He's not going to show up. He got some obligations that came up. Things happen. He let me know that he's not going to be here. So it's very possible that I may not even have a guest today. So, you got me. So you got me, and we just going to try to do this thing open as far as communication. So, anytime you guys want to chime in with me, you want to get in any of these topics that we're going to talk about today, that we're going to be discussing, you can just give us a call, 240-719-2560. That's 240-719-2560. And as always, you can call us and hit us up on our Facebook page, because that's always running. And the Twitter line is DJ 640 Evening Show, or 640 Evening Show Twitter, 640 Evening Show Facebook, and 640 Evening Show on what's that other thing you call? What's the other thing?
I heard part of it.
Instagram, IG, yeah, do that, all that. So you want to give it, or you can just do it like the old folks do. Just call us 240-719-2560. It's all good. Damn, I couldn't even think of the Instagram, man. Thank you, Ron. See, I can tell you I'm getting old, man. It's about that time for me. I just be forgetting, man. And I'm gonna start this thing off and get this out the way too. Y'all know Dallas got lucky last week. And it's a shame, because like I say, I go over this each and every Thursday with you. I'm not gonna go back and forth with Ron today, because I told him, if the referee would get that HELL out of the way and let them boys play, they have a nice defense, they might just win. Leave them alone. Why do they always feel as though they have to cheat for those guys? I don't understand it. But that's good. But you know what I'm saying? Karma is a mother. They can cheat all they want. But I just got one question for you, Ron. You got a wide receiver over there. How's his foot? How many shoes does he wear? Does he wear both shoes, or do he just wear one? I just want to know. I mean, just tell me. I just want to know, because I think he only wear one shoe. What do you think?
I think he's a touchdown master.
I think he only can wear one shoe. I think, how's his foot? See what I'm saying? That's what happened when you do things to people like that. And you can try to put all the unants or the voodoo, whatever you want to do. Jerry Jones can pay the officials all he wanted to do, but that's why that man's foot got broke. That's why that man's bone went right through his shoe on national TV, because y'all cheat, man. Y'all cheat each and every time, and it's sad. It's sad. It's so sad. They want those guys to be in the playoffs and advance so bad that they're willing to do anything that they possibly can to make these guys advance. And I'm sick of it. And then the fans just get out there, and the next day they wave their flags. Oh, we the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? We this, that, and the other. And within the first 6, 7, 8 weeks of the season, you wanted your coach fired. You said he's no good. You want a new quarterback. Don't give him this. I mean, you just cry. And I'm gonna sit back. I'm just gonna wait. I'm rolling with of course everybody know, I'm rolling with the Rams this Saturday. We got anybody out there? Any takers? I'm rolling with the Rams. Because you know what? The Rams coaching staff chain, that offense came from the Washington Redskins. That's our offense that's running. So when you see that, so technically, the Redskins are still in the playoffs, and y'all just happen to be playing them on Saturday. I mean, technically, if you want to put it that way, you know what I'm saying? Help me to help you. That's all I'm going to say about that. So technically, you're playing the Washington Redskins on Saturday. I'm just going to let you handle it.
Blue or yellow jersey.
That's all right. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. You can't always believe what you hear, and you can't see what you can believe, that you can see, that you can hear. And you heard it from me first. I just tell it like it is, and I just tell it like it is. Technically, you're playing the Washington Redskins on Saturday, so McVay is straight from the cloth of the Washington Redskins. You know it, I know it. So don't even get that twisted. So I'll be watching my team's offense play and enunciate their talents on Saturday, and it's all good. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm so glad I don't have it's cool when I get to talk more when I don't have a guest, but that's cool. Big T is late. Big T is supposed to be here at 7 o'clock. It is now 10 after 7, and the clock is still moving. That boy will never be here on time. We moved the show to 7 o'clock. He still don't get here on time. I don't know what his problem is. If the show started at 10 o'clock, Big T won't get here till 10:45. I'm telling you this. I call it like I see it. I'm telling you. That's how that boy is. That's how he rolls up in here. That's just what he is. I accept it. You know what I'm saying? It cost me a little bit. I put it in this contract. You know what I'm saying? You know, I give him the leeway. But, you know, that's my boy. So, you know, we've been doing this for years. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's just how it go down. But we do suppose to have an activist. I'm not sure. I haven't confirmed if he's going to be here. He's supposed to be coming in within the 8 o'clock hour, I believe. And he's from Northeast, from the Dingwood area. Northeast community activist. And, you know, we want to chat it up with him a little bit, see what's going on within the neighborhood, you know, get a few things clarified, you know, a couple of things that went down up there within the Dingwood area, stuff like that. Some positive, some a little bit, you know, we got a little bit negative. You know, we got to look at both sides of the fence and things that's going on over there, right, with him. But you know what? It's an activist, it's community. They building it up. They build the communities together. And that's another thing what this show is about. It's about bringing in independent artists, letting them get a platform to put out their talents and do what they do. But also, definitely, we've got our hands into the community. We want to uplift the community and do things with the community and within the community, anything that we can do. Just like we have a coat drive that's going on right now. And if you want to be a part of the coat drive from Vox Wave Radio, feel free. You know, go to the website at voxwave.com, and you'll see all the information on it. And as we will be running the commercial ads throughout the 640 Evening Show today, we'll give you more information on that. Contact my man, the CEO of this joint, Reggie Gaskins, you know, and give a coat. I needed a coat today. I practically wore a windbreaker to my 9 to 5 today, Ron. Damn near froze myself off up in there. I was just like bobtailing out there this morning, just zipped it up, threw the hood on, thought I had a little fur under the thing. Sheesh.
I thought you was furloughed.
Man, I was just, you know what I'm saying? I am, but, you know, we still gotta, you know, we still gotta go in and do our thing. And, you know what I'm saying, essential employees that still have to go in. We may not get paid or anything like that, but, you know, sometimes we have to go in and pick up our things and stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Same thing. With VA has on a different type of thing. It's essential employees. Oops, did I say that name? I'm not supposed to say the name. Rewind that back. Bleep that out for me. Rewind that up. You know, and speaking of that, man, with the furlough and everything like that, with the government shutdown, you know, we all are feeling the effects of that. And I threw out a little bone and stuff like that to folks. I mean, I can just do what my lane is allowing me to do, and that's you know, I'm in the hosting of DJing, and you know, I do the music and stuff like that for you. And we have, you know, our the radio show, and I said I would do a show for anybody, because you know, you got folks that's out here that had plans for Valentine's Day and parties, whether it be 50th birthday parties or, you know, celebrations and things like that, and they may have feel as though they can't put these things together now because of this. And I just threw it on out there. I said, look, anybody out there that's feeling a pinch like that, contact DJ 640. I'm willing to go out there, do your show for you, 4 hours, and I will only charge you $6.40 for any show. Anybody that's affected by the government shutdown and is feeling that crunch, and you feel as though that, you know, you maybe they can't afford a DJ. I told you, contact me. I will do any show for you for $6.40. And if you can't afford the $6.40, don't worry, I'll waive it. And when this shutdown and stuff is over, just cash app it back to me whenever you can. $6.40. You can just cash app it back to me if that's what you want to do later on. You know, it's cool because you know, as a community, Ron, I just thinking that, you know, I ain't really trying to get patted on the back or anything for that. It's just something that I can do, and it's just like, cause I know, cause it's coming down through me, and I know how it is, you know, cause you know when this he's a clown. When you know some of the stuff that the guy's doing up in there, 45, you know, was funny, but you know this stuff ain't funny no more, man. You know this time, you know, it's folks, you know, some real stuff is happening, and you know, and folks is being affected, and if he ain't too careful, I can even foresee that desperate times calls for desperate measures, or is it flip flop, for whatever that case may be. And I'm just trying to keep the peace and keep the love and stuff, and keep the community and keep our people together as much as we can, because you know if we can do it together, each and every one of us, you know, we can just help each other out. You know, we can get through this. You know, together, because you know, they for some reason, man, you know, they don't care about us. We care about us, and you know. And let's just, you know, if it's something that I can do for you, you know, I'm willing to do it. Hell, I wish I was a freaking millionaire. I'll put it out there. Contact me. I'm willing to pay a few mortgage or tuitions or something like that if I could do it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I don't have it like that. You know what I can do? I can DJ. I can spin it. I can cut it with the best of them. I can drop it. I can rock the party and stuff like that with the best of them. And like I said, if that's something that I can do for someone or whomever, and that's what I'm willing to do. You know, that's my lane, and you know, hey, that's what it is. I'm not, you know, this, like I say, this guy, man, at the beginning, man, you know, it was funny. You know, we make fun of him. You know, we call this guy out, but this stuff is starting to get really, really real. You know, and this, you know, and it's something that can't be ignored from him. You know, and it's just something like I'm just hoping that, you know, we can just lift each other up and just stick together, man, and just do what we can for one another. And, you know, that would let them know that, you know, and just keep moving forward as best as we can. And don't, you know, you remember that commercial that used to come out a long time ago? You always say, never let them see you sweat. I always went by that. You know, don't let them see you sweat. You know, don't let them feel as though that, you know, it's nothing. You know, but we know it's something. But you know, don't let, they want us to react. He want us to react. He want to see a reaction, because there's no reason why we should be being held hostage for something that he's claiming that he wants to have. A wall to put around it, to separate again, to continuously separate. A wall. Really? America? A wall? A long wall separating us? The home of the brave? I thought it was home of the brave, land of the free, all that type of stuff. Come on, man. A wall, and then for that reason, the people saying we're not gonna give you the money. We're not gonna give that what you want. And then they had a meeting about it, and he said, "Are you gonna give it to me?" No, and he just walked out. You know, and what president does that? Seriously, what president does that? Some of the stuff that this guy do just really doesn't make sense. And that's what I'm saying, man. Things is about to get real. Let's just stick together. We're gonna walk this thing out, and you know, and whatever we can do for each other, let's just do that, man. You know, let's just do that. Thank God for some of the creditors whom I've contacted, and we got these the letters for the furlough, and you know, reach out. What I want you guys to do, if you're watching, reach out to your creditors. Reach out to the creditors. Sometimes you may get a favorable response. Some of them may be a little hard, but you know, you never know unless you try. But you got to reach out to them. You know, let them folks know what's going on. And for the most part, they are empathizing with folks. And let's see what we can do, baby. Let's see what we can do. Let's make this thing happen, and keep this thing going. I'm your host today, DJ 640. Big T is on his way, and hopefully we can bring something and light this daggone table up a little bit, and we can move forward and do some good stuff. Oh, my man Johnny Britt is on deck. I'm working with him. That's going to be a call-in interview that I'm going to get from L.A. from my man Johnny Britt, JB, jazz musician. Guy is so tight. Ron likes a lot of his music that I play. He's going to be a guest on the show within the next couple of weeks as well. And I can't wait to get to tap into that network of his, because he has some good music on. He got some new music on, and that's folks that's into jazz, that like jazz. You know, this is a really good artist, and I'm sure you would be entertained by him. Real cool dude too. Real cool dude, down to earth. But this is what we're gonna do. Hey Ron, you got that commercial that you want to run right now? You want me? Okay. What we're gonna do? We're gonna go to a commercial break. We're gonna run this ad. Let you guys know this code drive that we have here at VoxWave.com at VoxWave Radio. This is how you can be a part of it. We appreciate it. Any donations and stuff that you can do, that you can give to us to keep this thing moving. Because hey, we working this thing together. Help me to help you. I'm DJ 640. Give me a couple of minutes. I promise you. We'll be right back. Robin, I know you're in tune. Get these blogs and stuff up and rolling. I appreciate it. And we're going to be right back. All right? Promise you.
We here at VoxWave believe that no one in the DMV should go without a coat this winter. So we partnered with Star Imports dealership for this year's annual coat drive. If you have an old or gently used coat that can still be worn, drop it off with us. VoxWave Studios at 4711 Off Place, Suitland, Maryland, and give the gift of warmth to somebody in need in the DMV.
Hey, anyone goes out there, man, all my real niggas, man. I know what this shit really about, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of these niggas, man, they do this shit for the hoes, you know what I'm saying? For the cars and shit, that shit cool, but at the end of the day, you gotta get back on your human being and shit.
Oh, have mercy. Good to see you, baby. You're so fine and divine. Look here. Shorty thicker than the motherfucker. Make me wanna ride it like a big trucker. She got the body in the face and make me wanna touch it. Now if you listen to me, I got some instructions for you. You got the goods to make the smooth stutter, make them wanna utter. Man, baby, I just wanna love you. If you listen, you can break them hustlers. Gon' work the thing. You know them tricks that run up on you with them honey. Gonna let that thing ride a little bit. This what I've been waiting for, baby, huh? Got my main man, A1 of the world. Got enough beats, make it steal your girl. My main man, through the guitar king, make it swing. Funky bread in the bass in the place. Hey, yeah. Your body is like an hourglass. Symbolize raw beauty, so much class. Baby, you are the broad that's full of truth. Fine as the sunshine, know the truth. Now get up behind that stack like a quarterback. Who's all over you? Then you got the bad buzz. Can't get
can read my mind. 'Cause you always seem to know just how I feel. Never thought I would ever be this happy. Never thought I'd find a love this real. Hold my attention. Hold my attention. Make me feel alive. So alive. So alive. Even when we're not together, you keep my heart smiling. For ya, I love the way you love me. You give me your attention, even when you're paying me no mind. I love the way you love me. So special how you make me feel, even when we're not together. I still know that this love is real. I love the way you. This is your girl, Gwendolyn Collins. Did you get the memo? My man, DJ 640, has his own radio show, and I'm jumping on the hard drive Monday. Share. A part of portion. A part of portion that is divided among a number of people. A number of people. I don't mind. Do you? I don't mind. Do you? I was watching you while you were
You're now in tune to the hottest internet radio show east side of the Potomac, the 640 Evening Show.
Daddy, you the best.
Oh, shit.
Oh, do it again.
Here come her.
Oh, do it again.
Shit.
Oh.
Don't do that, baby.
Oh,
Don't do this.
suck it to me. Oh.
Woo! Boom, 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 boom. We're back. Gwendolyn Collins, we had a little bit of Gwendolyn Collins for you right there for you. She was just giving us a little bit of relax and chill type of music on there for us. Before that, we had my man Lou Raw, that with that fat butt. Had a little DC mix in there for us right there. And, we're just trying to kick back, do a little bit of chill back music for you today, this evening. So, I just got an update on what's this? On Brent 10. So it's official. He is really not going to show up today. So, Ron, so we're going to just move on from our first guest, and we're gonna figure out if we're gonna have the activist from Deanwood that's gonna also supposed to be scheduled to come here today. Again, he will be here in the 8 o'clock hour. So, like I said, much more time for me. Big T is on his way. He should be here shortly, but he's already 40 minutes late. So, if he shows, he shows. You know what I'm saying? You got me. So what other harm else could there be? Give me a holler. 240-719-2560. Break up this monotony a little bit, and my casa is your casa. Something like that. So you know how it goes. Also, big shout out to my man, my son DJ 320. He's going to be on the 640 Evening Show next week. He'll be here. Very glad to hear that. 320 been away for a minute. The 320 been doing his own thing with the 320 experience. Very proud of him with what he doing to the community up there in Moe County. Definitely putting it down there with independent artists and things like that. You can go out and check him out on IG as well. He do some Facebook, but he can get him on Instagram at the 320 Experience. And again, he will be in the studio with us next week. Looking forward to that. That'll be real big. It's been a minute since 320 been here on the 640 Evening Show. Matter of fact, that'll work out pretty good for my man Brent 10, because about 320 being here. Because not to say that 640 can't ride with him, because I can ride with all of them. But 320 is kind of within that lane with him. So that'll be a real good show next week.
So Nikki saying. She's on YouTube, and she's saying it's very crazy praying for all the people who are out of a job.
Yeah, out of a job. Right, exactly. That's which is crazy, man. So and we don't know when the end is coming too for that, man. And it's cold. We get ready to get 3 to 6 to 8 inches of snow. We're gonna get a foot. We got a foot coming over the weekend. Which just means stores should be crowded, and it is crazy. What a way to start off the new year. What a way to start off the new year. How about that, man? Boy, oh boy. Man, I was trying to, yeah, you're right, Nikki. It's crazy, man. So, only thing we can do is say, just pray for America, and let's try to, again, be together, stand by one another, and just help one another out. Stuff like this let's make the community stronger. Let's make our people stronger. Let's make us get together stronger. You know what I'm saying? When we get through something like this, again, like I say, let your character and stuff show out, like this is for, who you are. You get a chance to see your folks' true colors and stuff, when these type of things happen, man. Like I said, the only thing I can just say is, let's stay together and help one another out on that. But, it's real sad. What a way to start off a new year. 2019, this is what it's going to be like for the rest of the year. Crime moving, crime up, some shootings in PG, shootings in DC. I don't know. On that same note, prayers going out to Lolita. Her brother's still in the hospital. Gordon, he's in intensive care. He's on that breathing machine, and he's we want to give him our utmost prayers from the 640 Evening Show, from Vox Wave, and we would appreciate your prayers too for him if you can do that. Lita's been an integral part of the 640 Evening Show in its beginning, and she's also gives us a lot of support now as well. So our prayers are going with her and her family. Want to pull her brother through this very, very depressing time what she's going through. Again, she's furloughed, and and again have to go through something like that. You know what I'm saying, man? It just gets it seems like you can't write a script like this, man. It's crazy. That's all I can say. It's just really, really crazy. And prayer helps. Prayer helps. It definitely helps. It definitely helps. Big shout out going out to Michelle Griffin too, and her daughter got the FWM brand. I should have had a hat from that, and it's a thing with the females that they got going through. Michelle, if you listening with the 640 Evening Show, give us a call, and I like to plug you in on that. 240-719-2560. Matter of fact, they had a launch for the FWM clothing line. I think it was last week. That was real successful. So like to get your daughters in here, man, so they can push those items and things out. And anything that we can do with it, I'm willing to do it. We can put them out here every week. That can be a part of the 640 Evening Show brand. We all gotta do stuff to help each other. This is a platform for you. It's here, so book it and let's make that happen. F is F. I don't even know what the initial stands for. I want to say F with me, but it's not. It doesn't. That's not what it stands for. It stands for something else. But I'll get it. But it's real cool. Very proud of Jackie for doing that, man. That's something that young entrepreneurs that's trying to do some big things with that. That's very good. So I'll let her talk about it a little bit more. If she's listening, she give us a call, 240-719-2560. Back to Brenton, who didn't show up today. What I want to do, he had a nice little cut too. It's called wait a minute. It's called let me bring it up, Ron. Let me bring it up. Bear with me. I Be On It. It's called I Be On It. And he sent the clean version to it too. Very good. You're listening, Brent. You're listening. You're gonna be all right. We're here with you. I know he said he had to do some things with his daughter or something, things circumstances come up and things happen. So, well, I wanna can I put this cut on right now? He's a hip hop artist. I'm not sure. Brent he's from the PG area, but he got some folks of his team is from Baltimore. It's something like that. And I want to put this thing on it. This is Brenton. This is called I Be On It. And he's supposed to be our guest today, but he couldn't make it. So I want to drop this on it right now. I told him I would play the cut anyway. I liked it. And check it out. I want to, what you like. Give us some reviews and stuff on it if you think you like it right. This is a new cut from him. It's called I Be On It. Tight. Check it out. All right? We'll be right back.
They asking, will I ever slow down? Will I ever fall off? I got a response for him. Fuck you. Grade A, that's the honor roll. Maryland spine is the honor roll. Ain't hard to tell, I'm on a roll. Fuck you, pay me honor code. 10 toes down, on my toes. for my respect. That's just how my honor goes. Young spit that on flow. Shoot for the stars, I fall short. Feet on the clouds, I'm afloat. Got my own waves, still remember them days. Knee deep, in the sky, making sure that I'm afloat. Counting down to when I'ma blow my time, that's all I know. Only time I'm trying to avoid is when it be my time to go. No time to give, no time to loan. Yeah, I cherish my time alone. Real niggas stand solo. Ask me what I be on, tell them I be on my own. I be on it, tell them niggas I be on it. You only live once, I choose to live in the moment, yeah. I be on it, damn I be on it. Ain't trying to seize the day, nigga I'm trying to own it. I be on it, I be on it. I be on it, do this here for my enjoyment. I be on it, I be on it. I be on it, do this here for my enjoyment, yeah. Bitch, I feel like Master P. Perfect picture, masterpiece. All black with a matching piece. Swear it won't be one after me. Running shit, athlete. If I ain't the king talk of the town. Athletes, or run the mills, you ask me. Walk through the mall so casually. Swear I'm killing the game. In my way, pow, casualty. Tell them all, rest in peace. Sleep on me, get your rest on me. Wait till y'all see the rest of me. Young suburban nigga with a recipe. To the T with an extra T. I be on my grizzly. On it with no effort, G. Yeah, life's a gamble. Go ahead, place a bet on me. Real talking every breath of me. Something like a power move in every single step of me. Escalator on my head is why you wanna step to me. Probably break your ankles trying to follow in the steps of me. Keen account, I'm all of that. Straight up out the cul-de-sac. Me and all my amigos trying to figure out where the culture at. Stay from where the vultures at. Even in the autumn, just know I ain't falling back. It's your ass fault, ha. Tell them whose fault is that. I'm flexing for the fuck of it. I don't see no fall of that. Off the hook, can't call him back. Motherfucker, I'm so army, supreme shit, worldly shit. If you wanna call it that, I'm on it. Can't get off of that. Sincerely, yours, Brenton. Signed, sealed, delivered. No autograph. I be on it. I be on it. I be on it. Choose to live in the moment. I be on it. I be on it. I be on it. Do this here for my enjoyment. Told the bitch I feel like that. Told the bitch I feel like that. Told the bitch I feel like Master P. I'm about it. Told the bitch I feel like Master P. I'm about it.
I'm solving miracle equations like a mathematician. I'm past division, now run it back, fast position. You want a miracle equations like a mathematician. I'm past division, now run it back, fast position. You want a miracle equations like a mathematician. I'm past division, now run it back, fast position. You want to challenge my skill, that's a rash decision. I make my music captivating till the masses listen. You a bad musician, I'm the last edition to justify the skill of rap, put you back in prison. I'm far past waiting, you won't far past waiting, you won't far past waiting, you won't ever see me hesitate. Your CD player's broken down, CD player's broken down, CD player's broken down. Let me set the record straight. See, I don't do it for the money, I don't do it for the fame. Do it for the music that influences the pain. Ripping instrumentals like I'm clinically insane as I strive for the metal title, critically acclaimed. Literally ashamed, seeing jokers in the game, but I'm on the right track like a locomotive train. Headed to my destination, never be defeated. I'm about to lay it down, I ain't talking Tempur-Pedic. Rock and loading, I be rolling. Moves I make just can't be stolen. Heart so cold and flow so golden. I hear a lot of talk, but it ain't upholding. Rock and loading, I be rolling. Moves I make just can't be stolen. Heart so cold and flow so golden. I hear a lot of talk, but it ain't upholding. Where it at? Where it at? Where's the competition? Where it at? Where it at? Where's the competition? Where it at? Where it at? Where's the competition?
competition? I ain't seeing anybody that got blurry vision. Where it at, where it at, where's the competition? Where it at, where it at, where's the competition? Where it at, where it at, where's the competition? Opposition like I take it to a place you could never buy a visit. They pass me the torch, I light on my fire with it. Conquer infinity, now I want a higher vision. I'm laughing at the mention, he thought that the sky's the limit. Yeah, I'm the vicious and underrated, ambitious technician who was never swimming with the rest of the fishes. Serving the competition, delicious lyrical dishes. With your lady rubbing on me like I'm granting no wishes. Not the glam and the riches, just a man in a mission. I'm a rebel that'll never ever settle with opponents. Built like a god with some devilish components. I'm feeling hot dog, so I relish in the moment. No one touching my flow because of its level of acidity. Hear a lot of talking, but it's all without validity. Go ahead and jump if you really be feeling vividity. Boo babbity bibbity, ain't no magic to get rid of me. Where it at, where it at, where's the competition? Where it at, where it at, where's the competition? Where it at, where it at, where's the competition? I ain't seeing anybody that got blurry vision. Where it at, where it at, where's the competition? Where it at, where it at, where's the competition? Where it at, where it at, where's the competition? Opposition like
got the competition captivated, motivation activated. Haters in my radius play me and get eradicated. Lyrical, immaculate, relentlessly attacking it. I should work at Chipotle all the ways that I be rapping this. My ambition is the vision equivalent to 100 eyes. Even with the fame and the rhymes that they're abundance high. Still don't need to wish I'm the baddest cause there is none the size. I don't fiend the status, I'm mad at right when the sun will rise. We gone.
Running through them like a hologram. I reduce the competition to the state of matter that's floating in a lava lamp. We not a fan, but they sharing blood with me. Come get me if you thinking that you got a chance. Got the bass that'll hit you like a drop kick. In a way I ride the beat, make your heart stop quick. I got enough bars to make a cop sick. Everybody fly till I catch 'em with my chopstick.
Lock and loading, I be rolling. Moves I make just can't be stolen. Heart so cold and flow so golden. I hear a lot of talk, but it ain't upholding. Lock and loading, I be rolling. Moves I make just can't be stolen. Heart so cold and flow so golden. I hear a lot of talk, but it ain't upholding. Lock and loading, I be rolling. Moves I make just can't be stolen. Heart so cold and flow so golden. I hear a lot of talk like
on the coast, beaming on the roast, looking at the cost, I'm feeling like a boss, my haters take a loss, they call me Randy Moss, my mind is all hazy, I think I'm going crazy, I'm feeling kinda lazy, Miss Parks Mercedes, last drink I had, man it was so bad, I'm pushing on the pad, lost control like my dad, aiming for the cannon, changing colors, they vanished, my station never landed, man I lost it in Atlantic, mirrors on every corner, these rappers slaughtered, size them up with orders, driving around them Transformers, I'm sorry Mr. Cooper, but I'm not a little trooper, man I hit them up and the party's looking poopers, got a little shooter, yeah I got a little homie that's a hooper, man I'm coming up in this game to the scoopers.
My mind's telling me no. But my body, Oh, we back on the air? Oh, okay. My bad.
Flashback with being a Redskin.
My bad. Hey, did y'all like that R. Kelly joint, man? I mean, I had little stuff going on about that. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. I mean, it was cool. So many people were so upset about the R. Kelly joint, but you know, it was what it was. You know, I had my opinions and stuff about it. I mean, you know, very talented artist. I'm good, Ron. Just open us back up, man. Open us back up. Be good. T, what you think about the R. Kelly joint, man?
Well, first of all, the rendition that you did was okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm late. I know I've subjected you to this for a whole hour. So, Ron, you okay, Ron?
No.
Man, I swear to God. I'm not happy with the R. Kelly situation, but I've been saying this for a while. Sometimes when you listen to music, you gotta read into what the man's saying, what the person's saying. You know, there's pain and anguish in his music, man. Well, but hey, there's pain and anguish in the world today.
I mean, you know, I think he's a very talented artist, man. You know,
extremely unprecedented.
With starting back with the Aaliyah and everything like that, you know, by him trying to marry, you know, that's when if things blew up, you know, make you people was like, you know, just take a back to it. But you know, as a DJ, you know, I rock them songs, man. You know, as far as the songs and stuff, what goes on behind the scenes and stuff, I can't say I don't. You know,
the music is part.
Happens,
the music is part of people's lives. It's part of it. People made kids to it and got married to his music, but you going to delete that out your daggone videos?
It's the remix to Ignition. Her body's fresh out the kitchen.
Yeah, right, fresh out the kitchen.
That body got every man
which means,
what you wishing?
Yeah, that means that he got them fresh out the kitchen. Some of it was dough that wasn't even baked yet.
Everything is 2020 right now in 2019.
But
you wasn't saying that in 2000.
Yes, I was.
2002.
Yes, I was.
But I was playing this music.
He was playing.
I'm going to play it again Saturday. I
know you are. And you're going to get booed out the party. Now, they're going to take you out like, hey, he looked like R. Kelly. Oh, no.
No, man, but you know, I don't wish. I don't,
it's unfortunate.
I don't, you know how I feel about daughters and stuff like that. I'm really.
I'm a little sad about it because I really liked his music.
Let's go to that right quick. 640 Evening Show. Who's this?
Oh, you know I'm getting ready to get in your behind.
Get him, Robin.
I'm about to get in your behind. You better not play the music on Saturday.
His mind is telling him no.
No, because now you represent, you okay with R. Kelly because his music. The hell with his music.
Robin.
That man he is a predator.
Hey, Robin. But his body is telling him yes, baby.
His music spoke exactly what he was doing to these young girls. Now, I have to admit, I was blind to a lot of that stuff because I didn't really know what was going on back then until it was really being brought to light. But come on, dude. No. I can't. I cannot. I was never a big fan of his. There were some things I liked, but I was never a big fan of his. And I sure as hell now am not a big fan of his.
That's because, Robin, you had a feeling about this man.
Yeah. Hell, I know what I went through in my lifetime.
She gave us a snort on that one. Look, Rob, let me ask you a question, though, real quick. With everything that's going on right now, we've got 3 or 4 things that are going on, and they've pushed some stuff to the peripheral, which is more important than what R. Kelly is going through. What do you think about that?
You're talking about everything that's going on right now?
Everything that's happening.
The shutdown and all that. I think, a lot of things are blinders right now, trying to make us forget the real picture.
I agree with that.
With the whole R. Kelly thing, it's amazing how this has come now.
How convenient,
this
right?
has been, 20 years or over 20 years that this stuff has been going on, that people have been hearing about him. So why right now? The whole big issue with the, with this border wall, this is, God.
Let's be realistic with it, Robin.
What?
The border wall is not going to stop anybody from doing anything. It's just like being at Disney World and they added a new ride.
We already have a border wall. Okay, add border security if that's the.
There you go. Or what you do is you start understanding that they can't get in without help from the people up top.
That is true. But you have to also remember, too, that a lot of the stuff that is coming through is not coming from that border wall.
Nope.
That border. People are driving through.
Driving
They're driving through with drugs and guns and whatever. They're not climbing over walls with that stuff.
They going through the tunnels.
Right. There are tunnels, and we know that there are tunnels. I mean, they've showed that kind of stuff. So this is all smoke and screen, you know, and it's just a sad state of affairs that the American people have to pay the price for this. The federal government workers have to pay the price of Trump's, his little tantrums and if I give you this, if I open the government back up, you're not going to give me what I want.
No, you're not getting what you want.
You're not going to get what you
Donnie?
want. You're not going to get what you want.
No,
period.
Donnie. No, Donnie. You can't get what you want, Donnie. No, Donnie.
He's holding these folks hostage, man. And this is absolutely, enough is enough. Enough is enough, and the folks that are standing behind him need to get a spine. The GOP, anyone who is standing behind him with this needs to get a spine, speak up, and end this crap. This is absolutely.
I volunteer to stand behind him.
Robin, you got a lot to talk about when you ain't say that during election day. You voted for this cat.
Oh, no,
You got this guy in there.
I mean, I'm sorry. Hold up, 640.
Get him.
Hold up.
You better get him before I do.
Hold up, 640.
Chicago.
We all know, everybody, because you have said it over and over again that you voted for this fool. I did not. So you know what? You might want to calm down on calling people out like that, because you are one of them people, and now you are reaping the hell that he has caused because you checked that box, you circled it in. I'm sure you circled it in very good. You didn't go out of the line.
He did it like a number 2 pencil when you were doing it, like you was in elementary school. I got it perfect. Matter of fact, it was so good it was shiny.
Don't come for me with that. I don't want to put you in like that.
I'm expecting some shield from T. T pushing me.
I can't give you that. I kept telling you, don't tell nobody that you voted for. But look.
I told him that too. T, I told him that too. Don't keep telling people that.
Stop doing that, man. That's like, man.
Come on now.
That's like, man, I went to Africa and I stole some gold.
The person that keeps calling in every Thursday is going to be the only person that keep calling in every Thursday.
That's what's going on. Okay, the views and opinions are not part of the 640 Evening Show. We got our disclaimer. Am I good, Rob? I'm good.
But this is such a good show, and you know how much I love and appreciate this show, and I love writing for this show every single week. So
hey, Robin, can I ask you a question? Hey, Rob, can I ask you a question before you go?
Yes.
I'm going to get back to the R. Kelly thing, right?
Yes.
As a 16-year-older, if R. Kelly came to your school and wanted you to call him, would you call him?
Heck no. I'm not calling him.
If Michael Jackson would have came to your school and gave you his number, would you have called him?
Michael Jackson, I might have called.
Ah, there we go.
Hey, Robin. Hey, Robin. Hey, Robin. Hold on.
No, we got
but Michael Jackson would not have given you his number.
See,
now we like, and I love Michael Jackson, but I wouldn't be coming to Mike. I wouldn't have called you.
But Michael Jackson wouldn't have wanted me.
Come here, girl.
We're not even gonna go there. We're not even gonna go there.
See, that's what I'm saying.
You know what? In all honesty, if R. Kelly, that was my thing. I sang. I love singing, but I always involved my mom in everything that I did with performing and stuff like that. Okay. So if R. Kelly would have called, my mother would have been a part of that call.
Aaliyah's mom was a part of the call. Her father was a part.
That's Aaliyah. I'm not Aaliyah.
No, I'm just saying.
We all got our own way of thinking. We got our own way of thinking.
55, 65. You can have Aaliyah for $75.
I'm asking you a question. This is a dialogue. I asked the question. You answer the question. I'm not asking for an ad lib. So you would have called him, right? So you'd have called him, and here's the thing. And I'm not making excuses, but I'm saying R. Kelly, for a brother who was allegedly, they said he couldn't read, right? But he comes up with these awesome music and these awesome tracks, right? So my thing is this: if it's a reason why they labeled him a genius of music because of the way he come up with stuff. Because when he was in that time, you can't deny that he was giving out some good music. So my thing is that an artist, you know what I'm saying? An artist got this mindset, right? Right. So when the artist have a mindset, you can't put a normal civilian into his lane, into his lifestyle. It's a reason why this guy locks himself up in the studio doing hours and hours and hours and hours hard work and into the studio. This is all that he knows. And if you put an average civilian 14, 14, 16, whatever the case may be, he got a wife that he's divorced with. She was of age and stuff like that, right? But I'm just saying, when you put these people into his life, it's like a computer. A computer. What am I going with? A formula or something like that. DNA, a program. It messes up the DNA. It messes up the pattern. You know what I'm saying? And you get this is what you get from him. You know, you go in your room, you stay in your room for X amount of days and stuff like that. I'm in the studio. That's all he knows. That's what he knows. That's what he do. That's his mentality. He don't think anything is wrong with that. Not defending this guy, nothing like that, but I'm just saying, you as a civilian, you want this so bad. You a singer, you wants to be in, ain't no 13, 14, ain't too many 13, 14-year-old singers that's ready for this type of world, that's ready for this type of life. And you know that you really not ready for this. You go to your room, you stay in there, and I feed you when I want to feed you because that's what he knows. He eats when he ready. The guy's in there so much, stay in the studio so much. He look up, it's nighttime outside. He missed 2-3 days because he's been in the studio. Only thing we know about, we go to the record store, we buy the CD, we pop it in, we listen to it, we enjoy it at the moment. But you don't know how much work this guy putting into it, how much sweat, blood, and tears he put into his work. And when you put somebody in his life, you know, into his lane, sometimes you get this. This is what you get.
He's stuck in the closet.
If they put somebody in his lane, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
The one that's trying to put
people
in his lane?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Because there are people who know exactly who he is and what he does. That is still that there are people that are enabling him. As a 13 and 14-year-old young girl, I might be amazed. Oh my God, I have this opportunity or whatever like that. But
it was wrong. It was wrong for that. And if you
all
go,
of it is,
hold on, Robin.
All of it is wrong. But you have to understand too.
It's the 640 Evening Show, not the Robin Show.
This is a grown man, regardless 640. This is still a grown man, and he is in his mindset, whatever he's gone through. And I think that there's a time too that he needed help, and that people knew that he needed help, but they weren't willing because we got folks on the payroll. We cannot justify what this man has done.
No.
As a 13-year-old girl, I cannot really
allegedly
say what I would do. I would hope and believe that I would do exactly what I told you, and I would have talked to my mother and my parents about it, and we would have gone to him, gone to him. It seems like the majority of these young girls, exception for Aaliyah is not here to speak for herself, but for these other young girls that are out there whose parents were not involved at the time.
I understand.
He went right after them, and they went through the back door, basically. They
Okay.
did not. They did not let their parents know exactly what was going on
Because
all they saw is what they wanted. I'm a singer.
Right.
It's R. Kelly. He can
Right.
give me what I want.
Right.
Da, 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 da.
Right. And that's why, Robert, if you notice, and if you notice through the history of entertainment and stuff,
Yeah.
from the Berry Gordons to the other producers and stuff, first thing they say is with kids. I do not work with kids. Even with the New Edition show, when New Edition
Right.
came to the manager, he's like, I don't work with kids. Kids are a problem. Kids are, because it's a lot that you ask for them. Every 13, 14-year-old can't handle this. They can't do this. You don't want this. You don't want this lifestyle for real. You think you do. You see the bling, you see the girls, you see all the attention. It's fun, but it ain't always fun. It's not always fun. You really don't want this. And to me, I think why those girls, if they're telling when they tell their parents that, one of the girls said, you're messing this up for me. You overreacting. I'm up here, I'm trying to do this, I'm singing, I'm doing this, whoopity, whoopity, whoop. I don't know if they were, I don't know what he was, I don't know. But I'm just saying, but that's just the reaction that you would get from someone who's thinking that they're about to be an artist or something, and they're working with somebody. They're like, Mom, Dad, chill. I got this. I know what I'm doing. But really, they don't know what they're doing because Mom and Dad can see the forest through the trees and trying to protect. But at that point, it's almost kind of like too late. But that's the only thing.
And I get that because I had an opportunity. I remember when Smokey was the lead singer of the Peacemakers. I remember when he came to me, I was sitting on my front porch.
What was Smokey wearing? What was Smokey wearing?
For him, and I did, and he ready to sign me. I told my dad, dude, let me tell you, I've had a couple of opportunities to do something. Daddy was like, nope, he shut that down.
Congratulations, good.
See,
Good for
you
Pop.
know what? It's too about the parents also. It was nowhere in the world. I could have said to my mom and dad, y'all don't know what y'all talk about. I can do. My mother and father, oh, hell no. They would not have gone for it. If they had to lock me up.
I agree. I
would have been able to get away with that.
I agree. But when you...
I have those kind of parents. And, not knocking anybody else's parents, I just had those kind of parents.
I feel you, sister. And I feel you, Robin. Thanks for the call. We appreciate that. I got to keep you here. I got to keep you happy. You are official blogger and stuff like that.
I'm not going nowhere. We can always agree to disagree.
Robin, so I got to keep you here with me.
Robin, what I want to make sure you understand before you get off the phone is sometimes somebody needs to go over to the side and get Robert out the closet.
Yeah.
Because if you don't go get this man and grab him up, and give him some help, you're never going to get the truth about what's really going on.
What's going on? Because we're not talking about R. Kelly.
He's not by himself doing this. He was not by himself doing this.
Robert.
Yeah, he was not talking. He's not by himself doing this. He's got people that are out front that you see helping him. He's got people that's behind the scenes that you know is helping him, and you don't know who they are.
Exactly.
This has something to do. This is like a glacier popped out of the water. Underneath, there's about 4,000 miles more. And we're just seeing the tip of the iceberg. So there are people that are saying this, but I'll say it right now. This is an extension of one, what he went through as a child, but two, this is a major extension of trafficking. People don't want to say it because if he gets caught up, I'm going to guarantee you that a lot of stuff is going to come out about human trafficking. Exactly. Because he didn't keep everybody at that daggone studio.
Right, exactly.
When he went across the ocean and left the concubine in the studio, what was he doing? Being R. Kelly again? Yes. But he was also Robert. This guy knows a lot of people who are doing the same things. You cannot get away with this if you're the only one in this world doing it. It will illuminate you, which it did. But they're hoping that he keeps his mouth shut because there's other things going on in this world that are related to this. It is going into trafficking. Somebody's going to get their doors blown off and get exposed. I hope it's the right one.
True that.
All right.
And if it was my child, Robert, you'd be my backyard in pieces. And you better believe, I hope you watch it, because you and your daggone entourage will be in my backyard fertilizing everything I had.
You know me,
Call me up, Robert. Get out of the closet. I don't care about that stuff. You're dead wrong, but you need help, brother, and we know you need help. We've known it for a while.
This is 640. Thank you, Rob. We appreciate
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you. Thank
All right, y'all.
All right.
He's in the closet. Somebody let Robert out. Hey.
Oh man. That test.
We got a guest coming.
Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir.
can we?
Before y'all even go there, right?
Yeah.
You're not on the mic yet. You ain't got a mic on yet.
Where your mic? Put your mic on.
We got you. One second.
get to
Don't
it
go
yet?
nowhere. Hold that thought.
Hold that thought.
Don't
Hold
go
that
nowhere.
thought.
Don't go
I
nowhere.
want you to hold that thought.
Hold on.
No, but please hold that thought.
I'm gonna try.
All right.
You've already run all your. Can we run a commercial real quick?
We ran it. Okay.
Thank you very much.
We're gonna run the commercial. Then we're gonna come
We'll
back.
be back.
in with
Robert,
five
hang in
minutes.
there, baby.
And the Latin won the basketball game today too. You know, we got the.
He's stuck in the
superstar
closet.
Say it again to you.
He's stuck in the closet. I'm stuck in the closet. Somebody let me out.
We'll be right back.
That's Robert right there knocking.
I ain't said nothing.
Robert ain't
Looking
hit
for a
them
place
babies.
to advertise your business and promote your products and services? VoxWave is the right place. We have over 10,000 views a day and 70,000 listeners a month. For more information, contact Reg Gaskins at 240-832-4455.
VoxWave now features a streaming radio media player on our website's front page, where local artists can get their music played 24/7. For more information on getting your music in rotation or to perform live at our studio, contact Reg Gaskins at 240-832-4455.
Android users, the VoxWave app is now available in the Google Play Store. Download the app today on your Android device to listen in and view programs.
DJ Rick Entertainment.
DJ Rick Entertainment, hottest DJ in the DMV area, CEO of Step Your Game Up and the Youth Project Show, the DJ on the Heartbeat Conga Hour, and sound engineer for a variety of bands. DJ Rick Entertainment is your #1 company for all your stage and sound event needs. Call 202-390-1151. That's 202-390-1151.
DJ Rick Entertainment.
We here at VoxWave believe that no one in the DMV should go without a coat this winter. So we partnered with Star Imports dealership for this year's annual coat drive. If you have an old or gently used coat that can still be worn, drop it off with us. VoxWave Studios at 4711 Off Place, Suitland, Maryland, and give the gift of warmth to somebody in need in the DMV.
Yes, sir. We're back in the hard drive. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. You know, this is what we do. Big T in the place. What you got, T?
Man, before we get with the guests and everything,
Right.
man, what's this about you gonna play for $6.40 for all employees of the federal government? Does that count for contractors, or do they have to pay double of the $6.40?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with that.
For
I mean,
sure, for
you know,
sure,
they
for
get a
sure.
half-pound discount.
For
What's
sure,
up?
man. You know, like
discount double check.
Nah, because it was just like, man, because like I said, it was just like, it just hit me, man. It was just like, damn, man. I'm just thinking like, what I can do, what can I do to, you know, I wish I can do something, wish I can do more and stuff like that for people. And I was like, so I just put it out there. Any government person or that was affected,
That was nice, though.
affected by the federal government.
I thought you just missed your coworkers and wanted to have a party in your basement.
Nah.
Okay, all right, well, okay. You know, my coworkers were saw it and they asked me, and I was like, no. Because they're not a government worker, so if they weren't government workers, what do you charge?
But see, it's like, are you a government worker?
No.
See, you're not a government worker. But here's the thing, I am, right?
Yes.
Say my water was getting ready to get cut off.
Right.
You had a couple of extra bucks.
So you gonna have a
Would
water
you give
party?
it to me?
Of course.
Exactly. Now guess what? Now you're affected by it.
Right.
You're affected. You're not a government worker, but now you're affected by it. So yes, you're affected by it. So it's everybody who's affected by it. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
And even if you didn't have it, you would want to give it to me, right? But
Right.
you couldn't give it to me.
Right.
So now you're still affected by it. Because
Now,
you
now I
couldn't
feel
even give it
bad.
to
Now
me.
I'm feeling
You
bad.
dig what
All
I'm
right,
saying?
I feel bad.
So it ain't
Feel
just
bad,
it ain't
y'all.
just like a
Hold on, why am I
government
feeling
worker
bad?
that's indirectly. It's
Okay.
like this thing goes on for all. It's like a domino effect.
Well,
you dig what I'm saying?
let's hope that this comes to an end real quick, because we've already got enough government intervention and stuff that's going on. You know, that's one of the reasons why I got the guest here today.
Exactly, right.
Mr.
Right.
Lotto, man, what's up, man?
Not much, man. How you doing?
You
today,
feeling
man?
good, man?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And he had something that he was gonna tap into that little.
Yeah.
He had
I'm gonna let him
something-
get to it.
Oh,
Go ahead. I'm gonna let him say what you were thinking before we go on to.
Well, before y'all went to the break and y'all were talking about Robert, or if you want to call him R. Kelly. I mean, he is who he is, Robert and R. Kelly, just like y'all broke it down. But to all the women that's out there pushing the issue and hating right now, the only thing I want to say to all the women is, don't forget when you were in middle school and high school, a lot of y'all, I'm not going to say all, I'm not going to categorize everyone together, but it was a lot of females in middle school that had dudes that had already graduated out of high school picking them up from middle school. As well as in high school, you had grown, come on, man, you know that's somebody's daddy sitting outside right there. That ain't nobody brother. And then she go get in the car with him and the first thing she do is kiss him. Come on, man, it's been going on for years.
Okay.
Just like the Bible say, nothing's new under the sun.
Right.
But it has been hidden for so long. And then to touch on what T was talking about, human trafficking. We got human trafficking going on right in this area, and we as a people don't pay attention to it because we all too caught up in the fumble and bumble of life. Now, when you think about it, I hate to even bring this up, but when you think about it, we all as a group, we talk about the Asians and the Hispanics, but we were doing it before they were doing it.
That's right.
We helped each other out in the community. Now, you can't even tell your next door neighbor that you seen her son hook in school because the first thing she gonna do is cuss you out and tell you mind your fucking business.
Right. Gotcha. I got you.
Just like the old saying of it takes a village to raise a child, females, I hate to get on y'all, but females, y'all have screwed that saying up. And now when you got a good man that ain't in your life, but he see what your son going through and trying to help your son, the first thing you say to that man is, don't tell my son what to do. You ain't his father. And then you push it on the child. We as a black community
I
now.
gotta open my water bottle up to drink that.
We as a black community now, we talk a lot of BS into our kids.
That's right.
We don't talk positive things in our kids. We talk negativity. And I hate to say it like it really is. My man Malcolm X said it. You posted it.
There you go.
We don't help each other as a community.
We really don't, man. And I would
You
like
know,
to
I post
break
stuff that I
barrier.
believe in. You know me.
You know, that's my man. Everybody else in the world, I hate to say it, love Martin Luther. Well, I'm going to say his name correctly. I'm sorry.
Luther.
Martin Luther King.
Okay, I wasn't going to correct you. No, I wasn't going to correct you.
Okay.
But
I was like, nah, we don't go live. Let it
But, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've always been an X man, not on. I believe what X believed in. When it comes to the religion stuff, we not gonna go there because that's a total different topic.
Okay.
But just the total belief in what he stood for, that was my man.
Okay. So, let me help you segue this, because you live over in the Deanwood area, on the far eastern portion of the Deanwood area.
That they don't do nothing for.
That they don't do nothing for in the city. You heard me, Mario. I said it. Mario, I said
Mario,
it.
you don't like me. I've been knowing you for a long time. I'm not gonna go into something I really want to say.
We're going to keep it civil. Because she's not here.
I want you to be here and defend yourself and stop putting.
She can fact check me all you want. You know where I'm at, Mario.
Oh,
Bowser.
no, but this the
Don't
thing.
play with
this
me
the
because I'll
thing.
put you on
See,
spot.
I ain't need 640. I'm gonna tell you this. I had a chance to talk to her at an ANC meeting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she pushed me to her chief of staff. You know, which all of them do, your chief of staff, or this person on the staff, or that person on the staff. Well, once I finally got the original meeting, this lady ran my numbers in which the business we gonna talk about, in which I was trying to bring to the city, right? Mm-hmm. She looked me in my face with my dad is my vice president.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See, I got everything like it's supposed to be. They've been messing with me because
You organized.
there you go. Thank you. Everything I needed as a business I had before I even went to them.
Okay.
All right. Now this lady ran my numbers, looked me in the face like I'm looking at you, and said, "This will never happen. You make more money than me and the mayor. This will never happen." Yeah. So
What's
that
that got to do with anything?
that's how I've been treated. The FBEs of the city, they know who they are. They know they only take care of each other. They don't care nothing about the people. Because if they cared about the people, the government or the city council right now wouldn't have done what they've done as far as increasing the wages.
And roped everything off.
You had over 30,000 people sign and vote to raise petitions for some young people who parents ain't been there, that they didn't live with their grandparents. You didn't screwed it up for the little girl who been taking care of her brother and sister and not being out there in the street. Now she don't see her little brother and sister because she at work all the time, because as a kid grows,
expectations and operations.
There you go.
You said some deep stuff here, and T, you know, I know I jumped in with the R. Kelly stuff first, but I want you to do this first, man. I want you formally introduce this brother because we didn't even get his name, and we didn't even.
I just said this is. Introduce yourself. Go ahead, because I already did it once. You missed it.
You missed it.
I
He
missed
said
it.
he
I missed it. I missed it.
He said it before he even pulled me in.
He's stuck in the closet.
Y'all, my name Ladell Man Singer, y'all.
That's MANN.
So
yes,
Ladell.
Yes.
So what you said when you was bringing this thing about Bowser and the politicians and stuff like that, those is like some real strong words. It's like if that's true, then we getting a lot of stuff from them, like what we see on TV and stuff. Is just
that's
it's a
BS.
lot of fluff.
That's BS. Let me break that down a little bit.
He never believes me when I talk about it.
Let me break that down a little bit.
He never believes me when I say stuff.
All right, I'm gonna say this. I got two of my board members that's gonna be real upset if they hear about this, but I'm gonna say it this way. My vice president on the phone conference call. The director of Park and Recreation said he wasn't going to do nothing for the two poorest wards in the city. Nothing.
7 and 8.
Before Muriel even got in there now, I'm going to pop back a little bit. We're going to talk about Fenty a little bit. Fenty said he wasn't going to do nothing at Watts Recreation Center. I don't care that y'all call that Marvin Gaye.
It's not Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye ain't
the WB, baby.
Marvin Gaye ain't never done nothing for no individual in the area for the longest time, or I ain't even gonna go there, but he ain't done nothing, and his kids don't come around in the community and put on nothing for the community.
But maybe they was just naming him that to show respect to him and with his legacy.
Why? I mean, I hate to say it this way. Why it ain't over Southwest?
Because that's where he grew up.
Thank you.
No, okay.
Thank you.
He happened just to live on East Capitol for a minute.
He just
his dad had a church on
happened to be there.
His dad had a church over there, that's all.
No, okay. I got you. I feel you.
Nah. Lord.
I'm right with you, man.
Lord,
I got you.
Because sometimes you gotta get. Sometimes within in the community, sometimes we gotta get what we can get when we can get it. You
True.
know what I mean?
That's true.
Because everything ain't always available to be put up in each type of a community. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So so sometimes it just happened to be over at Watts. Watts was like you guys said was Watts, and they maybe want to rename it, so they might want to polish it up and just call it Marvin Gaye. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, they polished it up. They renamed it Marvin Gaye, but they did absolutely nothing. And I've sat there, I've watched it, I've lived in that community. Well, not anymore. It was better before.
Yeah, nice whole course.
It was better before.
Okay.
I got you. It was a lot better before, and I think that what they did was they put it at a disadvantage for people. They're making it. That community over there has been self-sufficient and self-contained for about 65, 70 years with the black community.
When the Metro left, that's when that community really, the riots in the Metro?
Yeah.
The riots in the Metro?
67, 68, and 69.
That's not Metro, it's DC Transit.
Transit. Thank you very much, Ron.
Excuse me.
GC Transit.
Excuse
Ron
me.
just fact
Excuse
checked
me.
this, and I'm telling you, y'all better talk. Hey, man, call and talk to Ron one day. Hey, but when when DC Transit left, and it became Metro, and it wasn't just Metro, it was called Metro Bus, because it wasn't on Metro Rail. They said, you know what? We're going to forget about certain communities. You're going to have to walk to catch your bus. This neighborhood had a turnstile that was still there, and what kept that neighborhood alive and vital
What's that turnstile?
is that turnstile right over there, right off of what? Right off of 60, right off Dix.
62nd and Dix.
Dix,
to
right over
be
Dix.
exact. Yes.
You know,
Yes.
so you had to come through there if you wanted to go back over to Minnesota Avenue. Everything else from that point and in between the Minnesota Avenue was forgotten. You had to catch it on main lines. You couldn't catch it like you normally do now. These kids that have the opportunity to get out the neighborhood, they really don't use it.
True.
You know, but that's their choice. What I saw when I was living in that community was I saw camaraderie, I saw togetherness, and I saw self-contained unit. Everybody knew everybody. Now, did they get along? Maybe, maybe not. Somebody said, "Yo, you live in a bad neighborhood." I said, "I don't know what you're talking about. The bad neighborhood's on the other half of the neighborhood, the other side of Deanwood. You want to go over to Minnesota Avenue, fine. Over here, things happen for reasons. Over there, things happen for happenstance." So once you get to Minnesota Avenue, you cross that bridge on Benning Road, you know, that Benning Road Bridge, that's when all hell breaks loose. Don't forget, people, I'm giving you a little history lesson, because as African Americans, we were not supposed to go past Benning Road and east of the river. You can walk over that bridge, but you better not go past and be over there by Florida Avenue. I know that because my mother used to ride the daggone cars over there, the street cars. And she would ride it from that point and going all the way back to Georgetown, where part of my family started. And by the way, it wasn't no shops in Georgetown when my family was there.
It is now.
And matter of fact, the street they lived on is gone.
Wow, that's some good
The
stuff.
house they lived in, the street they lived in, the only thing there was the daggone bridge that some of my members of my family ended up living in for the last 25, 30 years.
Okay. That's a little
So if you want to play this game, you can play this game. But what this gentleman is really talking about is the revitalization of Deanwood, right off of Old Deanwood Avenue, which is now called Nanny Helen Burroughs.
Okay.
So what you have to understand is this man's trying to, and has done it, and I'm going to tell you what he did, because I'm going to give back to you. I'm going to let you do it. This man has put together a baseball entity on that half of the area.
I helped.
You helped. You helped. You
I
helped.
ain't put it together.
You ain't put it together, but you helped. But you were the one that took the kids and gave them the idea that they could be more than just over here playing with each other. Folks, there are several people in this neighborhood that are out here to help the community. 640, they're helping the community. They're giving back without any type of credit. In fact, the credit is really being taken away from them because the kids probably wouldn't play for the person that's actually headlining it unless this gentleman and gentlemen like himself weren't there to stamp him as all right. And you know who I'm talking about. I'll say it later on. And if you ever want to come on the show with me, understand you behind enemy lines.
Well, I'm going to say it this way. Watch this.
Go.
I even tried to talk to this dude and tell this dude that the kids in between 14 and 18 are lost. You want to keep telling me what went on in your state where you grew up. And I'm trying to show you, even before it happened to my son, which is going on right now.
Right.
My son goes to a high school or a private school, but they don't have a baseball team. My son, because he goes to a private school, he can't go out over to H.D. Woodson or go to Ballou and ask to play with them.
He's locked
What is
off.
this? What is the city doing? Oh, you gonna tell me to send my kid over to the Nats Academy, where the Nats Academy wants to charge my kid outrageous prices just to be on your team to play or to be on a travel team.
Gotcha.
Now, I know throughout states, travel teams cost money.
Mm-hmm.
Now, watch this. I'm going to flip this. The city, when I grew up, provided baseball teams for, I think it was 6 to 9 or 6 to 8, 9 to 12, 12 to 14.
All the levels.
Or was it 12 to 15 and then
12 to 15, and then
16 and 18?
16 to 18.
They shut all that down. The coaches who were doing for the kids, you got rid of.
Yeah.
You bring in
several
these,
different ways, by the way.
You bring in these people that are, your baby girl's sitting right there, and then I gotta keep it clean. I gotta keep it clean.
It's okay. Say what you gotta say.
You bring in these ass kissers, these yes men and women, that when you say jump, they don't say how high, they just automatically jump. These people not doing nothing for my community.
No pushing back. Right, no pushing back. You just-
How is it or why is it I talk to a councilwoman who says, plain out and simple, I got $1.2 million set aside to help the constituents, or if y'all want a football team, a basketball team in uniforms down at the rec center, we talking about Watts. New pool table, new ping pong table, whatever. Why is it someone has a yes man in the building that says, nah, don't bring nothing new in here for these kids to play with? They plan, how you play on a broken bumper pool table, y'all, for my bumper pool people?
Right.
You know.
Why isn't the net going across the ping pong table, got tape hanging, holding the net? Come on, y'all. You got stuff in a warehouse telling kids, y'all can't get nothing new, but ain't nobody using it. For my baseball team, I asked for water sprays. They told me it couldn't happen. But like one of these white people.
For sure.
Hold one of their things where, yeah, they may be kicking out a little cash, but y'all run up to the warehouse and pull it out for them.
Yeah.
I asked for a batting machine for my little kids.
Which is essential for baseball these days. Essential.
Well, we can't get you one right now. Luckily, I know somebody that's in the warehouse. I know y'all got 7 of them in the warehouse sitting in the back right now, covered in a piece of plastic with dust over them. You ain't doing nothing with them. Why can't we get one over here in Deanwood?
Right.
But that Georgetown
God
Rec Center got it. Like, all of them don't like me because I tell them, take a list, go into the closet where all the equipment closet. Y'all bear with me. Sometimes when I talk from my accident, my words don't come out like I want them to, and I may stumble and bumble. But if I do that, I'm going to let you know exactly what I'm trying to get across to
I got
you. Now, go up there and count the basketballs in Georgetown. Count the baseball bats, baseballs, and gloves. Go count all of the equipment. Then you come back over here in Deanwood and count what we got over here in Deanwood. See, even now, since we say Deanwood, Deanwood Rec Center don't even have all the equipment they need to help the community.
And that's the main rec.
It ain't the main rec.
No, that's
now, let's be real.
Quote unquote.
Since we talking,
get it.
Since we talking,
Get it.
Deanwood got redone before Watts got redone, and we were on the list before Watts. I had Vincent Gray tell me in his town hall meeting that I was a liar. The Raptors opened up the old heads, as we call them. Start speaking for me. I shut up. I got off the mic. I stepped away from the mic and let the old heads keep getting. See, now watch this. Your boy, Mr. Butchie Jordan, Miss Jordan popped in and went
off.
So you know, once she started,
Brenda Jordan, we love you, baby. Thank you very
really
much.
stepped back.
We really love you, Brenda. Brenda Jordan.
See, every time I speak up for Watts, Miss Jordan's always there at the meeting or always around these fake politicians.
Pulling their cards.
See, I went through 10 years of BS with these politicians. I'm fed up. Now, to kind of skip off of Deanwood just for a second, but we going to still talk about the city. Y'all was talking about the shutdown and the Trump issue and all that old crazy stuff, right? Now, I'm going to say it to you this way. The aviation people was just down there protesting.
No problem.
Why all the government workers right now who I hate to say it this way, living paycheck to paycheck and basically scared you about to lose your car, your house. You don't know how you going to pay for your baby's daycare this week.
Right.
Because you paying $3-something a week for daycare. All y'all need to be surrounding the White House. And every time that entourage try to leave, y'all stand there. If somebody got to be locked up, hey, y'all, this the best time to get locked up. Because it's for you. We Americans, we don't do like the Europeans. We don't demand the government. I don't care if you want to talk about state or federal. We don't hold them accountable, but they'll hold you accountable.
All day in the paint.
For real.
Everything, every way.
Absolutely.
They will hold you accountable. I don't know what you do, but you don't do your job. Your supervisor going to come in here because that's the government behind you. You ain't get this done. They going to hold you accountable.
Right. Yeah, you're right. They was down there protesting today.
But let you go to the government and you tell the government you going to DJ one of their big things for, we going to say one of the elections coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't show up. They going to really want to hold you accountable. And then bad talk your name.
Right.
That's what they do best.
Right.
That's what they do best.
Come on, man. This city,
That's what they do best.
I don't even call it United States of America. It's the United Corporations of America.
You
because
made a
if
good point about the Europeans about how they step up and they hold their government and stuff accountable for. But it seemed like we're united here on the front, but like you said, I don't think a lot of them wants to make that move to be willing to get locked up and stuff for that.
You've been brainwashed for so long. I'm going to put it to you this way. Watch this. Now, think about this, y'all. In the 50s and 60s, you were told lies and taught lies and brainwashed as a kid, and you ain't even realize it. Mm-hmm. Your uncle, who you found out was really your cousin because grandma adopted the baby when your aunt had the baby a little too early, and she was sent to North Carolina or South Carolina or Florida or wherever your family was from, and then they came back. That baby ain't come back as her baby. That baby came back as her baby.
Mm-hmm.
That has gone on for so long through so many generations, and it may not just be mama, daddy, auntie, whatever, but I'm just saying lies through the families. So we're going to talk about government. It's been so many lies through the government. How long have we honestly and truly been brainwashed? Think about it. They've been, y'all going to get mad at me, but they've been talking about the federal government. Weed is bad, and even 45 right now talking about they don't want to take it off the substance one, the Schedule 1 listing, because they still want to do testing on it.
Yeah,
Why?
Making it so
synthetic.
Yeah.
You want to do everything man-made and then kind of sort of do like the king did in Wakanda. Now you want to burn all the good stuff.
Mass produce the bad stuff.
And what a lot of people don't realize, like I used to tell everybody before it really hit here in the city, the Initiative 71 and a lot of stuff here on the East Coast. Once them white politicians get their hands in the money, they gonna legalize it. See, like a lot of people ain't realize, federal government passed it back in the 99/2000 to where you could do whatever you needed to do, farmers as well.
Wow. Okay.
Right now, we as black farmers, we still being held down. They won't let us go, but some of these white farmers down south who had got big property, they let them do what they do. I done got totally off topic, but I'm just saying it's crazy. We've been brainwashed for so long. I had to 640. I had to go sit in front of city council and up on the hill. When I told the dude up on the hill that the federal government has been passing out marijuana to white people since 1972, he looked at me crazy and said, "No, it's not." I said, "I got the research right here. This comes from y'all, the federal government."
Right. Damn.
So how long have we been brain? Now watch this. Now I'm gonna stay there and then I'm gonna let you say whatever you want to say. But if you do your research, Israel is the biggest country in the world that deals with medical marijuana. They give it to their seniors. They give it to their kids that have muscular muscular dystrophy,
right,
and other illnesses. They don't deal with dementia over there. They don't deal with Alzheimer's. Wake up.
Okay. Wow, sheesh. Man, he done said a whole bunch. He done
Wake
said a
up.
whole bunch of knowledge like that. I can sit up here and listen. Stuff like this I can listen to all day. And I got to take it home. I got to decipher it. But see, I don't want to try to decipher it right now on the fly. I would like to be able to, I don't want to confuse my listeners, because I know they all over the place with it right now. So I'm going to defer this back to T. And T, put this back into this lane.
Yeah,
so
please. I apologize. I apologize, listeners.
What he is and just kind of spoof him a little bit about what is going on and actually what he's doing with it and how he's putting his hand on the community we're dealing with.
What Mr. Mann is talking about here is,
and I understand he had to give his background and everything. Yeah.
It's sleight of hand misdirection.
Wow.
Let's get right down to brass tacks. And I got 5 minutes before we get to this done. I'm gonna get this done in 3. When you tell a group of people, let's give an example. Mexico's gonna pay for the wall.
Oh shit.
Then you turn back around and you say, well, you know what?
We're
gonna pay for it. Mexico gonna pay us back. Then you turn back around and say, you know what? Forget all this mess. Stick them up and give me the money. I bypass, give me the money, and give me stick them up and give me the money. That's what he's doing right now. That is what our government does on a regular basis. That's why some of our veterans who are in the right frame of mind talk about things and say it's not what it's supposed to be. That's why some of our incarcerated individuals who get out are always fighting. That's why when we had Black Panther movement, we had a problem because they were doing it the right way. And then they vilified them and then made them into the Black Panther movement that is going against the government. The government cannot stand it. They are the most jealous woman in the building. If you're not paying attention to them and paying homage to them, then that woman will make you look crazy. I'm not saying this, women, please don't think I'm just giving an example. So she'll try to make you look crazy. She'll try to make you look like you're dishonorable. Okay. She'll try to take care of your character and throw it down the situation. Okay? Women don't do it, men do it, everybody does it. But what we're talking about here is a half of a neighborhood. We're not even talking about the entire Deanwood neighborhood. We're not even talking about the entire city. We're not even talking about a region. We're not talking about the states that surround it. We're talking about a community in a neighborhood that asks for not even equal rights. Give us what we ask for. We don't even need to get everything that you guys have. We already got some stuff that we don't want y'all to know, but it's in our DNA that you can't just take it out of the neighborhood.
Okay.
When I talk to, and I'm gonna say his name on air, when I talk to Curtis Wilkins, when I talk to people like that who've seen the neighborhood change 4 and 5, 6 times. Okay. When you talk to people who went to H.D. Woodson before, when it was the Tower of Power, not what you see right now, that showpiece that they're trying to make so that when the other people, when the clear people come over and they start going to the school, they feel more comfortable.
They ain't going there. They still gonna send their kids.
They're gonna still send them to the private schools.
Washington D.C.'s supposed to be segregated, but it ain't. And
right.
I'm sorry, T.
You right. You go. It's okay. You okay. You all right. But what we're trying to do here is give people an opportunity to live the way they want to live within the communities that they choose to live in. We don't have a problem. We white folks, come on. But don't come here changing what you think it should be from where you come from.
Amen.
Just like he just talked about with the gentleman with the baseball. No, you come in and find out what we're doing. How can you help us raise this up? Well, I do it this way, but I've done it this way in this community. Can you try this? Well, how does it work with what we're doing right here? Because here's the goal. The goal is always here. They show you what the goal is, and then they turn around and say, but the problem now is, see, we don't hand you the paperwork no more. Read it. Take a picture of it, I don't care, but you can't have this. We've gotten smarter about that. So, folks, please, please, please remember, And this is it's not really a race thing. It's a community thing. People over in Ward 3 live different from people that live in Ward 6.
Amen.
People that live in Ward 4 live different from people that live in Ward 1. It's always been because it's a different climate everywhere you go. But the citizens of the Washington, D.C. community and surrounding area have very rarely changed in the last 65, 70 years. It's the ones that come to our community and try to change what we're doing because we've been successful at it. Okay? When you come out of here from Iowa, we don't want to hear about what you did with your snow. You know why? We don't have that much snow. When you come over here from Arizona, we don't want to hear about how you did things because we don't have that type of humidity. We don't have dry air humidity. We have wet humidity. When you come over here, when you've been living in Howard County and you want to pretend like the police are the same as they are in Howard County as they are in D.C., they're not.
No.
And if you try to talk to an old white woman from Ward 3 that grew up in Ward 8 that ain't going for it because all her friends happen to be African Americans, she ain't going for it, and neither are you. So get away from her on the metro and stop talking that mess. I wish I had more time to do this, but I won't. We're going to thank Lydell Mann Jr. Senior for coming over here, brother.
Hey, I ain't Junior. Don't bring
No,
Junior in.
we ain't going to bring Junior
Look,
in it. Hey,
bad,
JR.
Bad enough AARP to send Junior a card.
Y'all dead wrong. We're gonna have you back later on, brother.
Man,
Thank you so much. We're gonna get you. We're gonna talk. Come back
All
with
you
some
gotta
stuff
do is
that
let
you
me know.
come back when you get some more stuff that you want to really talk about after you've gone through your meetings. And we want to talk about this again in depth.
You know what? To be honest with you, I kind of laid back for a minute.
I understand.
Because I was so tired of the lies. And
I got it.
I was getting my blood pressure up.
We getting older now. You can't do that.
Yeah.
So, Laz, where'd you grow up at, bro?
Man, I'm on 61st Street, man.
Right.
Just like these two right here, and I don't think your listeners can see.
I know what you're getting ready to do.
But watch this, man. I grew up in this house right here. This was my grandparents' house.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to this day, I live in my grandparents' house, and my dad still lives right next door to me.
Interesting, isn't it?
True story.
True story.
Okay.
That's how we do it here in the city, baby.
Now, for anybody who listening, y'all, I deal with extreme sports: paintball, airsoft, motocross, BMX.
Give me your contact information real quick. You got any websites or anything like that?
The website is down right now. It's back under construction.
Okay.
My original tech man had some problems, family-wise. So, you know me, I'm a big family man. And family come first. You know, that's what it's all about.
When we have you back on, have your stuff together so we can make sure that people can contact you through this situation.
If I want to get 2 minutes from him right quick, because with the Deanwood, and when you talk about Deanwood, what would you say to the folks that heard the bad stuff on there, like the shootings and stuff, and with the stuff that happened like on the metro within that was Maryland, right?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay.
So, but I understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know, you get. I mean, can you just like let's with the because you get so much negativity and stuff, and maybe that's why you might get like. The politicians might kind of settle like, but it doesn't make it right. You think that's why they kind of like they'll wash their hands with it and maybe don't try to do too much over there or something like that? You think that could be where it come from? Which doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make it right. Now, I'm going to say it this way, because see what you're saying, that what Fenty said to me popped in my mind, right? Which is basically true. And I say this because I've basically witnessed mothers sit from me to you while their child was over there where Mr. Ron is, and they're tearing up
the whole thing.
Or tearing holes in the ground on the brand new playground you just had put down. See, that's what I mean when I said something about that. It takes a community.
Right.
So if I walk over and say something now, Mama got upset with me and she talking about she gonna call baby daddy. But I'm gonna say it this way: the community has changed in the last 10 years. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, I'll say 15. For all the negativity you really heard about that area, it's not really going on as bad as the media and everybody says that it's going on. to
and
what.
I know that, but you know that's how they like to
Vilify.
Exactly.
Now my children lived in that neighborhood, so go ahead.
Right, but go ahead. I already know. Go ahead.
We hurting in that neighborhood right now. We don't have as many businesses that we had.
Not even on the Maryland side anymore.
We don't like I initially said when I came in. We don't get nothing over there.
Right.
But the area is a great area. Great area. I don't care what you talk about as far as houses, apartments, condos. It's a great area. Now, one thing I tell anybody, move in the Northeast over in the Deanwood area versus moving uptown where you got a yard that's big as your closet where you can come on over here with us on the east side and you got a nice old piece of property over there. It ain't yours, but you can maintain it.
All day in the paint.
Oh, man.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, Lydell Massine. We're going to be back, baby. Thank you very much for coming.
All y'all got to do is call me.
You got it.
Let me know. Let me know.
640, we're going to wrap this up. Go ahead, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Ron got his coat on.
Ron had his coat on.
I want hey, Addis, I want Addis can just let me know what they did up in the Latin before we get out here. How many points and stuff that you hit? Just give a little shout out to your squad today because y'all did a damn thing. And I got a couple, and I got some Timberlands is on its way to you pretty soon. But I just want you to do that for me. Can you do that for me, baby girl?
Quickly.
We won by 20 points. I had 2 points and I had a lot of rebounds and a lot of blocks and steals. And I cost the other team a lot of turnovers and we played messy, but we won and we're working on it. And in the conference we're 2-0 right now.
2-0? 2-0 in the conference?
2-0 and 6 or 7 and 3 overall.
Okay. Can I have a jersey once you finish with it? Can you sign it and give it to me like they do on the TV and
Get
stuff?
that money, baby. That's right. You can wear it backwards. Make sure you put your name on the back.
That's what's up, Lonnie, man. We appreciate you, brother. We definitely appreciate you, my brother.
problem.
And this our door's open, man. And, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of knowledge, man. I
We'll have him
definitely
back
would
by,
like to use that.
We will have him back in February.
Okay.
He'll be back in February.
That's what's up.
Most definitely.
We're going to get out here. Robin, thank you for calling in.
Thank you, Robin.
Damn. Taisha was joined up on the hard drive today. We appreciate it. Big shout out to her and stuff like that for being on here with us.
Big shout out to Miss Unique. What's up, baby? How you doing? Over there in VA.
And Tracy that always doing this thing down there in Frederick. I think I'm going up there
next week or week after next.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow he got something real special going up there tomorrow. I'm gonna go up there, stick my head in there for a bit, and it's all good, man. It's a 640 evening show. Hey, thank you. Brent 10 didn't make it today, but it's all good.
He'll be back.
We catch you next week, man. This is how we do things. Hey. Remember, take it easy, take it slow. Don't forget I told you so. To the Heavenly Father and my mother above, may we all learn to live in peace and love. I said from the east and to the west with a shout. Turn those problems over to the Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, He can work it out. I'm DJ 640. That's my man, Big T.
Yeah.
And like the infamous would say, whose sister tried to take away all that money from her at the damn casino. Don't you let him do it. But like the infamous would say, good night, y'all.
Please remember, always, we are products of the people that come before us. Thank you, Petey Green, for everything that you've done. We will continue your work.
That child support is a biatch.
Yes!
Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. It's my offering. Take me to the King. Truth is, I'm tired. Options are few. I'm trying to pray, but where are you? I'm all churched out, hurt and abused. I can't fake what's left to do. Truth is I'm weak, no strength to fight, no tears to cry.